Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome. Well, this video is about my visit to the National Art Gallery in Canberra and promoting fibre art. Now, this is reportedly quite a big gallery. I will have some comments at the end on what I thought. We mainly went to the National Art Gallery because I have never seen the piece of work by Jackson Pollock called The Blue Poles. This was a controversial piece of work because the Australian government bought it in 1973 and they paid $1.3 million for it. The controversy was Jackson Pollock is one of those creative artists that throws paint at a canvas, and no one could see the value in this work or see anything special about it. There are some blue stripy looking bits and why it's called Blue Poles. So 1.3 million in 1973 in today's money is 15.4 million. However, the picture is now insured for 500 million. It is a tourist attraction. We went to see it. It is interesting. The disappointing thing about seeing this picture, it's not on a dedicated wall. It's sort of got a section and people have to point out where it is, because when you try to get a guide map from reception, they were like, oh, we can give you one, but we don't have many copies. You can get it on your phone, which is not thing and I. They gave us a copy of the guide map on the condition we would drop it back. They didn't want to pay for more printing. A lot of security around it. And the other disappointing thing is, like museums and art galleries, I expect some sort of bench seat you can sit on and study the work and see what you can discover in the artwork, and there wasn't one. So we saw Blue Poles. There will be some pictures at the end for you to check out. Probably didn't sit and look at it as long because we had to stand, but it is interesting. Whether it's worth the money, I don't know, but it's definitely a tourist attraction and why it is insured for so much. Wandering around the museum, we came across fibre art, which interested me more. Now, there was fibre art by Jenny Key, who I've seen before. She was a pioneer of fabric design and popular knitted jumpers. There is a jumper that Princess Di wore with a koala on it that went crazy on the media. And I have some pictures of what her work that they had there in showcases for us to look at. It did inspire me to consider making this big project that I've had on the back burner and I've got yarn for, that could take me a year or more to finish, but it's something for me, a wearable. Continuing on our way, there was artwork with beads, silicone beads, normal beads, and this picture of that. And I've taken a photo clear enough of who made it and what they made it of, and I'll put it next to the picture. I found that really fascinating, the amount of work that went into that. Then round the corner from that was this model, and I've got a picture of that and who made it, of leather and applique sewing. It was just amazing. The detail of it was just absolutely blew me away. So our trip to the art gallery did inspire fibre art in some form. The summary, the disappointing thing about it is I didn't find the gallery, I wouldn't say dirty or grubby, but I didn't find it clean. I feel like some of the walls could use a fresh coat of paint. I wanted bench seats where I could actually sit and look at the artwork and see what I could see and what feelings it would give me. Especially as I'm an older person, walking around can get tiring. And the other thing was, I would have liked to have seen Blue Poles on a dedicated wall highlighted to show that it's there, considering it cost so much to buy and it was bought by the Australian government. So they could clean it up a bit. And the other thing was fibre art. I would have liked to have seen some knitted, crocheted, wool crafted fibre art by a male. No, I don't want to see Kendone art ever again, but I would really like to have seen some sort of knitted fibre art done by a male on showcase, because there are some great men out there doing fantastic works with fiber art. One of the ones I really admire is Mark Jamison, or Jamo, from Skein Machine, and his shadow wrap shawls. They're just amazing for him to have come up with those patterns. So was it interesting? Yes. Did we stay long? Not much more than an hour and a bit, because there was nowhere really to sit and enjoy the art and absorb it and study it, as Reeves would have liked to have done if he was there. He saw blue poles on a school, they had a school camp to Canberra, and they went to the museum, and he must have been about 10 years old, I think, when he saw it. So he remembers it and says it's not just paint splattered, it's what you absorb when you sit and enjoy it, but you couldn't sit and enjoy it. Anyway, guys, check out the photos. Let me know in the comments below what you think of blue poles and the fiber art. Is it interesting, or do we need to update our Australian National Art Museum? Take care and enjoy the art. Bye for now.